Right now, though, and check out the Pyroxene Warriors solo event. Gem Knights boast a variety of fusion spells and fusion monsters. Power up Pyroxene foster miracles. Times. Permanently exhausted pigeon. How do we make pigeon sounds? Alright, so this one we'll get a One Night Lapis. Looks like a normal monster. Best of friends with Lazuli. Guessing used for fusion material. Alright, the Pyroxene Warriors. Pyroxene Warriors. Gem Knights with hearts of justice. Diligent in their training, but reluctant to utilize their powers in battle, they led a peaceful existence. However, those calm days were threatened by the Flame People, the Laval. The aggressive nation of Flame Warriors sought to invade the land of the Gem Knights. First to this fruitless conflict, the Gem Knights did not aggressively engage them, but for the Laval, the inaction of the Gem Knights was fuel to the fire. Day by day, collisions increased between the Laval and the Gem Knights. At last, the Gem Knights resolved themselves to a full-on conflict to protect their homeland. Gem Knights possessed a core that shone like a gem, which they activated as a force to aid them in battle. In addition, they could utilize the core to fuse with other knights to become more powerful warriors. The fused Gem Knights include the following. Gem Knight Ruby repelled the enemy. Gem Knight Aquamarine defended its companions. Gem Knight Topaz tormented its opponents. Pretty quick there. Alright. Ins and outs of the new Gem Knight deck here. I do enjoy checking out the different types of styles of decks you can use, but I found most I need them to be insufficient, you know? PvP environment. Alright, makes a Gem Knight deck unique. With colorful fusion spells, the deck gives you the chance to duel with lots of different fusion monsters and effects. Gem Knight Fusion, one of the rudimentary spell cards, is sent to the graveyard after used, and add it back to your hand by banishing one Gem Knight monster from the graveyard. Use that effect once you gather the fusion materials, you can fusion summon multiple times in one turn. Alright, draw on Gem Knight Fusion. Use this card to fusion summon Gem Knight monsters twice and win the duel. Fusion summon Gem Knight Aquamarine by using Gem Knight Crystal and Sapphire as fusion materials. These one. Sweet! Fusion summon is successful. Activate the effect of Gem Knight Fusion in the graveyard, banish Gem Knight Sapphire. By Fusion Summon one for extra deck monsters from your hand or your side of the field. In the graveyard, you can banish one Gem Knight monster, then add it back to your hand. Just seeing as how when you play it, you would typically throw one in the graveyard. You can almost guarantee to play it a second time. Now I've fusion summoned a new Gem Knight person. And Gem Knight Ruby. Specifically use Garnet and one Gem Knight. And once per turn, you can tribute one face-up gem monster. The card gains attack equal to that tributed monster's attack on the field to the end phase. Interesting. Our attack's defense position, like piercing battle damage. Success. Alright, Gem Knight Chalk Mariner sent from the field of graveyards to activate effect. Oh, really? Just out of curiosity. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, target one card your opponent controls, return that target to its hand. Sweet. Curious how that works. Alright, now for a real duel. I'll fuse monster with side attacks, Gem Knight Konya. If you can't fusion summon, you can use the effective gem merge with battling monsters, so always be aware of your attack. Start off the loader for this run. Usually I come back later to do that. Here's my own deck. That gives me an opportunity to play an actual battle with the gem monsters. Or whatever it's been themed for the solo matches. We've got Gem Knight on the lane here, but he also summoned out a Biru, Primal Being. Your main phase, opponent normal or special summon 5 or more monsters this turn. Tribute as many face-up monsters on the field as possible. You can special summon this card from your hand. Special summon 1 Primal Being token to your opponent's field. Not quite certain what the use for that is, but very interesting. You got Absorb Fusion. You add 1 Gem Knight card from your deck to your hand, then you can apply this effect. You summon 1 Gem Knight Fusion monster from your deck to activate Banished Fusion monster this time, and side the field. You activate 1 Absorb Fusion per turn. Special summon monsters on the turn you activate except monsters. Lightning Storm. Well, no face-up cards, which we don't. For all attack position or all spell trap cards. I'd rather do the spell trap cards, so start with that. Be 1 Gem Knight monster, attack 1 Gem Knight monster in the graveyard. Okay, wouldn't have been too dangerous for us, but now we know better. Brilliant Spark. Face up Gem Knight monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect. Target one of those destroyed monsters, put damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. Cards in your graveyard, spend 1 Gem Knight monster from your hand to the graveyard, and this card back to your hand. And back to the front, which that's more useful if you happen to summon someone. Fortunately, if I use the Absorb Fusion, then okay, done for now, but not only practical options since I don't have a strong enough attack monster. That I don't know. Depends what we have in here. I think the strongest one I think is Gem Knight Ruby. Yep, we have some stronger ones down here, but of course I have 3 of them, but I don't have that many. We have Gem Knight Zirconia as 29. Good. That might work. In this case, it doesn't really matter what we pull out because they're all rock type monsters. I can add other stuff besides just the monsters. It just has to be a Gem Knight card. Okay. Interesting. I might bring out Alexandra. It has a decent amount of attack. Yeah, I might be able to summon this turn, so that won't be useful. Garnet's also an option, 1900. As well. Thank you for the Genetic Zirconia I was looking at, so I should be able to use that other card there as the rock type monster. I can also still summon this guy. That's if I wanted to summon out any of the monsters or whatever, which I don't in particular. At least not at the moment. Not bad, but there's no way I can summon it right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's odd that I was having that much time thinking about it. He summoned Gemnite Zirconia. Alright, if my Gemnite monster control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card target one of those destroyed monsters. Make damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. That worked out lovely. A little worried there when he started really thinking about what he's trying to do there. Made me nervous. At first, some of the Gemnites laid in waiting for the enemies, but eventually decided to join the fight one by one. Amidst a fierce battle, the Gemnites fused further into an even more powerful force. However, this clash between the tribes was only the beginning of the turmoil that followed. Gemnites who had risen to defend their comrades were now caught up in a great swell of battle. First, they loathed the conflict. To counter the great evil, they eventually fused. Other races who grow more powerful, such as the Bylon, descended from heaven into the lava themselves. Gemnites, Pyroxene warriors with hearts of justice. Fate shall unfold in glorious detail in another tale. Alright, so Gemnite's Resolution Structure deck. Use and summon, harness their full potential by supplementing attack points with a fusion weapon. Also gives us a new card pack that we can check out in the shop too.